But he doesn't feel like you're giving everything, your love, your time, your heart, yet he still seems distant. You lie awake, wondering why he doesn't text back the way he used to, why his eyes don't light up when you walk into the room, why you feel invisible in the relationship you've poured yourself into. It's confusing, lonely, and it hurts, but here's the shocking truth. Men don't truly fall in love until this happens. And once you understand it, everything about how he loves you will finally make sense. It's late. The glow of your phone screen is the only light in the room. You're lying there, scrolling through old messages, rereading words that once made your heart race. You pause on a text where he called you his everything. And for a moment, you almost feel the warmth again. But then reality hits, because that was months ago. And tonight, your phone is silent. No goodnight text. No thinking of you. Quiet. You turn onto your side, hugging the pillow like it can fill the space he's left empty. The air feels heavy, pressing against your chest. What changed, you wonder? He used to be so attentive. He'd call just to hear your voice, surprise you with little compliments, make you feel like the center of his world. But now, it's like your background noise in his life. He shows up when it's convenient, but you feel the shift. You feel the distance, and you try to explain it away. He's busy, he's stressed. Maybe I'm just overthinking. But deep down, you know something's different. You've given him everything. Your love, your loyalty, your time. And yet somehow it's not enough to make him fall the way you want him to. That stings the most, because it feels like no matter how much you pour out, his heart just won't meet you where yours already is. You replay the nights you've dressed up, trying to catch his eye. The conversations where you leaned in, hoping he'd finally open up. The moments where you held your breath, waiting for him to say the words you've been aching to hear. And still, nothing. Just half smiles and half effort, leaving you more confused than ever. And here's the hardest part. You wonder if maybe it's you. If maybe you're too much or not enough. If maybe he'll never love you the way you dream of being loved. The thoughts swirl until your chest aches and your throat tightens. But here's what most women don't realize. Men don't fall in love because of how much you give them. They don't fall in love because you bend, twist, and stretch yourself to fit their needs. In fact, it's something entirely different that makes their heart lock onto yours. Something shocking, something you'd never expect. And once you see it, you'll understand why he hasn't fully fallen yet. The real question is, are you ready to know what it takes to make a man truly fall in love? Okay, let's get really honest here. You've probably been thinking, if I love him harder, if I give more, if I prove I'm the one, then he'll finally fall for me. And I get that, because so many of us have been there, pouring everything into someone who still feels just out of reach. But here's the hidden truth that nobody really tells you. Men don't fall in love because of what you give them. They fall in love when they realize who they are when they're with you. Let me say that again because it's important. A man doesn't stay because you cooked his favorite meal, answered every text instantly, or bent yourself in half to make his life easier. Those things might make him comfortable, but comfort isn't the same as love. He falls in love when he feels alive, respected, inspired, when he feels like he's becoming a better version of himself in your presence. Think about it. That's why sometimes you see a woman who doesn't do everything for a man, yet he adores her, protects her, and won't let her go. It's not about her being perfect. It's about how he feels about himself when he's around her. That's the shocking truth. And it's freeing, because it means you don't have to exhaust yourself trying to prove your worth. So what does that mean for you right now? It means stop overgiving. Stop chasing. Stop making his love the center of your worth. Instead, focus on how you feel in the relationship. Do you feel seen? Do you feel safe? Do you feel cherished? Because here's the thing, when you step into your worth, when you set boundaries, when you show that you value your heart, that's when the right man leans in. That's when his love grows. Your one clear takeaway today is this: don't try to convince a man to love you. Instead, ask yourself, how do I feel about myself when I'm with him? If the answer is small, anxious, or invisible, that's your sign. But if you start choosing relationships that make you feel powerful, loved, and secure, you'll see men either rise to meet you or fall away. And either outcome is a win, because you're no longer chasing someone who doesn't see your worth. So, my love, remember this. Men don't fall in love until they see themselves reflected in a way that makes them proud. And you don't need to twist yourself to make that happen. All you need to do is stand in your truth, protect your heart, and let the right man rise to meet the woman you already are. You're probably here because you're wondering, why hasn't he fallen in love with me yet? You've done everything right. You've been patient, loyal, caring. You've given pieces of yourself that you've never given anyone else, and still he feels distant. It's confusing, it's painful, and you want answers. I promise I'll tell you the shocking truth about when men finally fall in love. But before I explain, think about this. How many nights have you found yourself lying awake, replaying every detail of your relationship? The way his texts used to come fast and sweet, compared to now, short, distracted, delayed. The way he used to light up when he saw you, and now it feels like you're just there. How many times have you thought, what else can I do to make him love me? But here's what most women don't realize. Men don't fall in love simply because you give more. If that were true, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't feel this ache in your chest, wondering why all your effort hasn't unlocked his heart. See, love for men doesn't spark in the way it does for us. For women, love often grows through nurturing, giving, connecting. But for men, there's a trigger, something specific that flips the switch. And until that happens, you could give him your whole world, and he still won't fully fall. Now, before I reveal what that trigger is, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how a man can leave one woman who gave him everything, and then suddenly, with the next woman, he's all in, he's committed, present, even obsessed, and you're left asking yourself, why her? What did she do that I didn't? That's the question we're going to unpack together. But don't rush past this moment, because understanding why you're stuck in this cycle is just as important as knowing the secret itself. If you skip the why, you'll hear the answer, but it won't land. You'll nod, maybe even feel a little hope, but then you'll fall right back into the same old patterns, giving too much, waiting too long, feeling unloved. And I don't want that for you. So let's slow down. Let's pause. Imagine for a second that it's not about how much you give, but how much he feels when he's with you. Imagine that the key has nothing to do with proving your worth, and everything to do with how he sees himself in your presence. That's the piece most women never see coming, and it's the reason so many relationships leave us drained, wondering why love always feels like chasing instead of receiving. And here's where I'm going to leave you with a question that only you can answer. If a man's love depends on how he feels when he's with you, then what happens when you stop twisting yourself into knots to earn it, and instead step fully into your worth? Hold on to that thought, because in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the one thing that truly makes a man fall in love. And once you hear it, you'll never look at love the same way again. So now you know. The shocking truth isn't that you weren't enough, or that you didn't give enough. The truth is, men don't fall in love until something shifts inside of them. until they feel like being with you awakens a part of themselves they didn't even know they were missing. It's not about the endless texts you send, the nights you stay up waiting, or the ways you bend yourself into pieces just to keep him happy. Love doesn't bloom from sacrifice alone. It blooms from alignment, respect, and the way he sees himself when he's with you. And I want to say this clearly, like I would to my little sister. None of this means you have to keep proving your worth. You don't. You never did. If he can't see the treasure that you are, it doesn't make you less valuable. It only reveals that his vision is limited. You are not too much, and you are not enough. You are exactly who you're supposed to be. I know you're tired of giving, tired of hoping, tired of wondering why your love story feels one-sided. But listen. Your worth is not measured by how quickly he texts back, or how tightly he holds you, or whether or not he chooses you today. Your worth is unshakable. It's in your kindness, your strength, your laughter, the way you love deeply and fiercely. That is your power. And the right man, the man who is ready, will see that and rise to meet it. So what do you do now? You stop twisting yourself into knots trying to unlock his heart. You stop thinking you're the reason he hasn't fallen yet. And you start asking the better question. How do I feel about myself when I'm with him? Because love isn't about begging someone to see you. It's about being with someone who makes you feel seen without you even asking. If you've been carrying the weight of loneliness, of being ignored, of feeling invisible, know this: those feelings are not signs that you're unworthy. They're signs that your soul is craving more. They're nudging you toward a love that doesn't leave you guessing. A love that doesn't make you cry into your pillow at night. A love that feels safe, steady, and real. The shocking truth isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to free you. Because once you understand that men fall in love when they feel inspired, respected, and alive with you, you stop overgiving. You stop begging. You stop waiting. And instead, you step into your own worth, knowing that the right man won't need to be convinced. He'll recognize it. He'll fight for it. He'll protect it. So tonight, when you feel that ache, when you're tempted to chase or to question your value, remind yourself of this: I am the prize. I don't have to convince anyone to love me. The right love will choose me freely. And that's the energy that changes everything. That's the energy that makes you magnetic. That's the energy that invites in the love you deserve. So here's my final reminder to you. Stop waiting for him to fall. Start rising into who you already are. The love you're searching for will meet you there. And if you're ready to take the next step, if you want to know how to rebuild your confidence and create the kind of feminine energy that draws real love effortlessly, make sure you don't miss my next video, because your story doesn't end here. It's only just beginning.